So this is the KM&A Music and Art long division tone module, and we call it long division because the tone is produced by the old-fashioned method of 12 independent generators, oscillators in this case, being divided down to create 61 separate pitches which are running all the time and which are gated through like an electronic organ or something like that from the 70s. And so as far as we know, this is the first ever Eurorack module of its kind, and we're really excited about it. And we'll be displaying this at KnobCon 2022 in Schaumburg. So a brief introduction of what this guy does. I'm sitting over here to the left of the module. I've got an Edirol keyboard, master keyboard Roland model. You just plug it in here with MIDI in. This is MIDI A format with the adapter on it. And basically you just plug MIDI in and then out to your speaker or headphones or modular system or whatever you want. The system produces enough power you can listen to it on headphones straight out. And for this demonstration on video, the sound is going straight into the camera. No processing, no effects, nothing. It's just straight in. So what this does is basic, and I'm going to stress that, basic organ and piano tones, hence the little switch right here, organ and piano. So when we have it set up the way it is, as you see here, it just produces straight organ sound based on square waves. You have a release time parameter, which I can take and turn all the way down, which obviously will curtail the notes more quickly. Or you can turn the release time up and get nice release on the notes. Turn it. And it's actually more effective on piano mode than organ. Of course, you can hear it die away. We can have organ mode where the sound sustains as long as you hold a key. Or we also have piano mode, which turns it into more of a percussion instrument. The gain goes down a little bit, so we have to turn it up to get the same amount of volume. And at that point, anything you play will die out. So we have short release on that. You may be hearing a fire truck behind me, even though I tried to... I'm wearing a wireless mic and having the sound go straight into the camera, but only so much you can do. Anyway. And we can turn up the release on that. We have a tone control, which is very simple. It's just, as I say, bright and dark. Turn down the release time. I'm going to go back into organ mode here. We have a vibrato with separate depth and speed control, of course, and I've got the speed set moderately. And so if we hold a note and turn the vibrato depth up, the speed up and down, of course. So that there's no vibrato at all. Now, if you'd like to use some exterior modulation in this module, we can do that too. You can't see it in the shot, but there is a 2 HP LFO module here on the left, and I'm going to find my patch cable and plug it in as soon as I can find the patch cable. Okay, I found my patch cable. That was embarrassing. So I'm going to plug into the LFO, and we have a tone CV, which it affects the tone by making it darker. So turn the tone all the way down, it defeats it, and you can have any amount in between. We also have Master Tune CV, which I'm adjusting the LFOs on the 2 HP module. And if you like to do stranger things, you can always plug into Tone CV and use the built-in vibrato as well. You'll notice that the power light blinks a little bit when the vibrato depth is turned all the way up. That is what it's supposed to do. And that's just with the exterior Tone CV. The module is different from a lot of other modules in that each note of the scale is adjustable individually. That's what scale tune is. And since it's a divide down system, when you adjust C, all of the C's change. When you adjust C sharp, all of the C sharps change across the keyboard. Now this is a 61 note instrument, so we're talking about 5 octaves, but this enables you to do any sort of temperament or alternate tunings that you like, as long as there are 12 separate pitch classes. You can't have a microtonal tuning with 15 notes to the octave or something, because that's just not the way this operates. You have 12 oscillators, so you can do anything within that. But if I take, for example, C, let's get rid of that modulation there. If I want to change that interval, anything you like is available there. There is a master tune, which does not go very far because moving 12 independent oscillators is kind of like herding cats. So it's really good for about 3/4 of a step either way, and it's just meant to match pitch of something somewhat. If you really need to repitch this up or down several steps, you would need to retune it individually. It's meant to be played basically at 440 in standard temperament, but you can do anything you want. So that's an introduction to long division, and I'll leave it at that, and hope to see some of you at KnobCon.